Welcome back guys, this is Shrikant. Today I'm going to talk about trigger. So in this video we are going to understand trigger, what are different type of trigger and all those things. This is theoretical video, so try to understand all theoretical concept. I'm dedicating this video for only theoretical concept. Okay, this video is totally designed I'm going to make only for interview purpose actually. Okay, fine. So let's talk about trigger. Trigger is useful for calling something automatically. What does it mean actually? So when we perform some kind of action, that time some kind of automatic code should happen, some kind of automatic business logic should trigger, and that kind of thing should happen automatically. And if we want to perform such activity or such thing, we need to go for the trigger. Okay, so what are the different kind of trigger we do have in a SQL Server? We do have trigger at server level, right? We do have trigger at database level. We do have trigger at table level. Okay, fine. So when I say I want to track automatic activity when someone create a user, someone create login actually. So I want to track all those kind of stuff. So I can go for the server level trigger, right? And let's say I have multiple databases, and let's talk about one specific database, and someone have created the table, someone have created object, or have tracked those things, right? Or if someone create a trigger, someone create a table, so I want to create some default object into the database. Basically I want to handle the automatic execution or automatic calling at the database level, then I need to go for the database trigger. So database trigger is one kind of trigger. Next, at the granularity, we have a lowest layer of granularity for the trigger, and basically this is related with the table. For table, we do have two kind of trigger. One is called as instead of trigger, and another is called as after trigger. And normally trigger happens when we perform the DML operation. DML involves insert, update, and the delete. When we do some insert on a table, automatically some kind of extra code need to be triggered automatically or explicitly. Or when we perform some delete operation on a table, some kind of explicit operation should happen, right? And if we do the update in that case also. Okay, fine. Let's say I'm going to create a trigger, and basically that trigger is on a table A, and I want to store, or I want to make some archive data in another table. So whatever the data I'm going to insert, update, or delete on a single table, that data I need to store in another table. So that kind of logic actually I want to place. So where I can place that logic in trigger, right? So we are going to talk about the instead of trigger. So let's talk about instead of trigger first of all. What does it mean actually instead of trigger? So when we define a trigger as a instead of, it means that if we are performing insert, update, or delete, before performing that operation, that business logic or that code get executed. Okay, and when we say after trigger, it means that when the insert, update, or delete happens on the respective table, what activity should happen. That kind of logic we can write into the trigger part. Fine. When we talk about the DML trigger, we need to talk about two important tables. The first table is called as the inserted. Another table is called as the deleted. So when we perform the delete operation on a table, that kind of special kind of table get loaded, and the table is deleted. So whatever the data we are going to delete, or whatever data we have deleted, all the data get loaded into the delete table. And for example, if we are performing some insert or the update, that time the inserted table get populated. So you can have access of those two table only inside the trigger, right? Fine. So these are two kind of special trigger, special table actually. And the name for these two table are called as the magical table. These two are called specifically magical table. This is all about trigger. In the next video, we are going to talk about practically how we can create the trigger on a respective table, how we can do the instead of trigger, how we can do the after trigger, also how we can create the database level trigger, also how we can create the server level trigger. All those things we are going to cover. So hope you enjoyed our video. If you like our video, please don't forget to share and subscribe our channel, and thanks for watching.